back. They know my story. From old dogs to you. I really hustle to work. I got one dance. Hey guys, happy Friday. I love whiskey. Hi guys, I don't know what he's saying, and I'm damn sure not saying the right thing, but here we are. Happy Friday. It is October 22nd, 2021. Thank you so much for being here. We're doing something simple, easy, really inexpensive, and I put that in quotes because your ingredients are going to determine how much you actually spend on any of this stuff and whether your idea of quality is the same as mine. As you know, Everyday VK is a preview of Brooklyn and the quality that exists here. So my staple standpoint, my core premise is to use things that are quality, introduce you to quality, share with you the quality that I come across. And every Friday we meet at 1 o'clock and we make a meal. And it's for me to practice my food photography, kind of, sort of, maybe. Or it's just for us to commune, because that's what people do too, right? We're making chicken wraps, chicken lettuce wraps. And I say that slowly because it's not technically a wrap. Nothing goes around anything. It's just nicely plated in some lettuce. So it's basically a salad structured like a sandwich. And when I thought about it, I was like, oh, maybe I'll just put all the ingredients into one thing and then layer it in the romaine, and then, you know, it's put together. I don't know if I'll do that, but I did, for the first time ever, prep everything. Well, actually, that's not true. I didn't rinse the lettuce. I didn't rinse the lettuce, but everything else is ready. So if we want to get this out of the way, get it done, and do it, we're just gonna be able to do that now. So how long will our live be today, guys? 7 minutes, 10 minutes, 15, 25, maybe 25, because honestly, it's finished. The prep is done. It'll take me literally 5 minutes to assemble this. So that is pretty much all that there is left to do, and to jazz it up, make it a little bit fancy. What the recipe calls for is romaine lettuce, this long bolt form. My particular selection is Andy Boy. Andy Boy just happened to be the greenest out of all of the romaine lettuce options in the store, so I chose this because it looked freshest. Then we have turkey bacon. This is Applegate Farms turkey bacon, so it's the most quality turkey bacon you can get anywhere. And not just because I said so. It's actually really good. It's cured so that it's not processed with all the nitrates and things that go into some of the processed food. And then I have chicken. This is rotisserie chicken that I cut up, versus grilling or making some chicken breasts, which is an option. This is still the breast meat, but from a rotisserie chicken, so it's nice and it's juicy. And then I have avocado. So this is organic Hass avocados, and I think they were a little underripe, but I think by the time it actually gets eaten, it'll fully ripe, because you know avocados do this thing really quick. So other items included baby tomatoes. I threw cucumbers in here because I like cucumbers. Cucumbers are good for you, and they'll ultimately add more nutrients to the food that you're eating. And crunch. I love crunchy stuff, so that just makes it more for me than maybe for you, but it's okay. And then the baby tomatoes, so I put those together, and then you top it with Parmesan cheese. Again, I don't know that this is the best Parmesan cheese you can buy, but I like it because it's already shaved, and it's sort of, you know, it's like that. It's shaved. Yes, shredded. Freshly shredded. And then I bought Creamy Caesar, Ken's brand. That's my go-to for that. And after that, honestly, guys, like I said, it's pretty much done. So this session today will be about, I guess, plating, right? Decorating. You know, you'll get to see how I would do it for food photography. Okay? Because that's ultimately what we're doing at this point, is assembling it to be photographed very nicely and then consumed. Not by me, because I'm not eating chicken at the moment. I am off of the meats. So another part of me also included the cucumbers, because when it's time for me to eat it, half of this stuff won't even be on here. So I did it strictly for, well, I did it for me and for and my daughter. So my daughter, thank you, Saida and Saida the stylist, my braider, and your braider, our favorite braider, is the one who suggested this, and we are going to go ahead and make it. She's gonna come and eat it, and then she's gonna go to school, and I would have done my mom thing for the day. Okay? Did you guys see my meme? Have you made people yet? That was a funny joke, because I've made people, and oh, it's a doozy. It really is. But it's not, you know. People ask me all the time if I'm having a hard time with my kids because they're teenagers, and I'm just like, no, not really. No. And you just really can't sympathize. Lucky, what's going on? I thought about you this morning. Happy to see you. Thanks for signing in. Thanks for popping in. We're making lettuce wraps for my daughter. I was just explaining that she was the one who inspired this dish. So I'm just rinsing this off real quick. What you been up to, love? I really did think about you this morning. I hope all is well in your world. I think because I see hearts over here, you're doing good. All right, so wash before using. That was going to be the statement that I was going to make about this. Like, regardless of what it says on the bag, ready to eat, please still wash your vegetables, because that's just the safest thing for you to do. Okay, so we're going to inspect these for the best looking ones, because these are all sort of like, you know, all over the place. This is the fun part. How do you pick the one that you want to use? If you're not doing it for photography, working my tail off, truly blessed queen, always good to see you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Thank you for popping in. That's always good to hear. So again, back to our wraps, right? We are going to choose whole pieces that don't have breaks in them for the most part, and as many of the sandwiches heroes, I call them plant-based heroes, that you want to make. So I like this one because it's got a little groove already ready to hold whatever ingredients I put in it. And these other ones, this one's actually too big, right? So we'll hold that one for later. So this nice medium-sized one, this little smaller one, nope, not this one. And why aren't we going to use that one, y'all? Why? Because it's cracked, right? Right. And then this one has a little hole in it. So let's check the other bunch and see if there's a better one. I want at least 4. And obviously you can make your own salad with the ones that aren't photo ready. They're still edible. Shout out to Still Good, or Too Good to Go. I met these young ladies, and I think I mentioned them before, even though I hadn't met them at that time, who will go to your business, your food service business, and take the food that you would otherwise be throwing out, and responsibility for them while they distribute the food to other places. You know, I don't believe it's necessarily shelters that this food goes to. I'm not 100% sure on that part, but I think it's a very, very worthy and worthwhile thing, because restaurants that don't get to sell everything that they produce lose. You know, they lose on the income, they lose on the actual service. So this way, I believe they're buying some of the food that was technically illegal to sell. because it's after hours. There's a lot that goes into food service industry stuff that I don't know a lot about, but that's what I do know, and shout out to them for doing so. So make your salad with your beat up lettuce instead of throwing it out. That was the whole point of that spiel and introduction to that company. So what happened this week? How was everybody's week? Like, I'm stalling because I'm literally almost finished. Okay, so now these are really simple to make. Maybe I will choose a little larger one. I do have to rinse these off first. You can just rinse them all off. All right. Well, I like this one. This one's nice. This whole set is good. This whole set is good. We're gonna do that one. Not that one. Is she really picking out lettuce? Yes, I am. And what's gonna happen is my other daughter's gonna come home and she's gonna make a chicken Caesar salad with this lettuce because this is her type of lettuce. And I am so happy to have raised children who like salad, because I like salad and salads are good for you. And you shouldn't have to try to convince people to eat vegetables. Like, I'm not even gonna go into that right now. Okay, so we got our 4 big main pieces without breaks in them. And yeah, it's just an open face plant-based sandwich. That's all. That's what we're doing here. That's what we're doing here. Let's rinse these off. We should rinse them all off, but I'm only gonna do these 4 right now. I forgot my paper towel. Yeah, okay. So I forgot the paper towels because I didn't want to blot these like I did. I had this whole mental run through of how I was going to approach this. And after I rinsed the lettuce, I was going to dab them with a paper towel. But I forgot. So forgive me. Now, building to shoot is different than building to consume. So if I were just going to eat this, it didn't matter how I layered my food. But because I'm going to photograph this, I want to be able to see all the ingredients. I want to be able to see them in a fashion that's appealing. Similarly to the photo that I posted. Thank you, yellow something road. Yellow. It wasn't yellow brick. Something. But thank you. I tagged them. We're going to assemble this in a way that is aesthetically pleasing as well as edible, because at the end of the day, somebody does have to eat this. So I'm not going to put any weird stuff on it. Part of the appeal, whether or not you care for the photography that I produce, is that the food is always fresh. I haven't cooked anything that was staged and old and otherwise made to look fresh. So I wouldn't even really know how to approach doing that, because my practice has been with food that's real. Okay. Now, I don't need utensils for all of these, but hey. I'm probably just gonna use this spoon. Okay, so taking our lettuce piece, can you guys see this clearly? Which one is closer to you? Okay, we'll start here. Closer to me. All right. Okay, all right. So now we're gonna take the chicken. The chicken has been rotisserie'd, so it is, ooh, okay. So tip number 1. When making chicken, whatever these things are called, is I guess put something on the side of them so that they can stand up, because apparently there's an edge on this little romaine lettuce that's keeping it from staying up. I've already lost a piece of chicken. Don't lose chicken. Help yourself by watching me. Put something behind the bowl, behind this thing, so it doesn't fall over. What though? I guess like a little bowl or something. Like, yeah, that'll work. Okay, so you can see. Okay, you're just gonna put the lettuce. These lighter shade items basically are our foundations. So consider putting an outfit together. when you have layers, you kind of find, or you try to find, a core, something that ties everything together. So if I were putting on a green jacket and a tan suit or pinkish color suit, I would want to have a solid middle with panels, you know, from my jacket. That's just my layering technique. So this is the same approach that I'm taking with this plate. So we're going to put down the chicken first, and then we're going to add our other ingredients, because to me the chicken is actually like the main ingredient, and therefore deserves the most attention, right? You want to make sure that the chicken gets everywhere that it needs to go for whoever's going to eat it to experience the chicken throughout the whole consumption of the thing. All right? Okay. Now, for photography, it's good to know how you would want to share it, because everything that you share with people is a suggested use item, a suggested use of the of the food, of the product, of the whatever. So here we are suggesting that you use chicken to put inside your lettuce wraps so that you can have a healthy-ish type sandwich situation, and how to, right? Go me for setting out the right amount of chicken. Okay. So I don't know if you can see. Can you see? We're building. We're building. We're building. All right. And so next, I feel like these are already kind of getting full, but it's still looking good. Next, we'll put in a sprinkling of tomatoes. So these would actually be smaller because the chunks are smaller. So perhaps I'll cut these up. For now, let's just go to the next colored item and put this turkey bacon in. Now, this turkey bacon has already been cooked. I would not take it out of the container and then put it on the sandwich. Definitely cook your meat first. This is like a club hero or club salad. Just, again, reformatted. I haven't eaten meat actually, that's a lie. I had a couple of pieces today. And by pieces, I meant little edges of this chicken as I was cutting it. I haven't had lots of chicken, or a meal's worth of chicken, an ounce of chicken, or turkey, or beef, or lamb, or goat, in over a month, and I have no intentions of going back. Something that exists in this process doesn't suit me, so I have just decided that I'm going to live life without it. Like, it's okay. I'll make it for my family. I love them, and it doesn't seem to affect them the same way it affects me. So I am just going to do what I can for them and do what I can for me, and let us all live happily. You like my rhyme skills, guys? All right. So I don't know if you noticed, but I am just lightly layering everything on this plant bread, because any other format will have it kind of sloppily falling all over the place. I'm actually a little nervous about carrying it to another destination to be photographed, because it's kind of like it doesn't seem to have much support, but looks wise, so pretty, so pretty. Here's a little tip that I can teach you guys about avocados. You know, each time we come together, I try to share with you at least one thing that I know about whatever it is that I'm doing, and that is to keep your avocado seeds in your cut avocados, to keep them from turning black. So if you have made guacamole and you're traveling with it, it's gonna take you over an hour or whatever, next day, what have you. Keep your avocado seed in your mix, and it will keep your avocados green. I don't know the science behind that, but it happens, and that is my tip for today. Enjoy that. Now, we have placed our avocado. We have placed our tomato. No, we haven't placed our tomatoes. That's the last thing we're going to do, because that's really our color pop item is the tomatoes. So, what has everybody been doing this week? Me, I've took pictures. I am a photographer, if you don't know. I am a published photographer, if that makes a difference to you. Globally, my pictures have appeared in other countries. And I appreciate that as part of my personal legacy in the world. I don't mention it much because, sometimes the here and now seems to be the most important thing. And that is somewhat in the past, right? Past tense. And it's still important. It still makes me qualified to go through this experience with you. And I'm sharing that because I don't share it often. You are in front of an experienced visual media person, and it's okay to know that. It's okay for me to tell you. So that's what I did. All right. Now, we're here for the tomatoes. I need to cut them up some more, and then we'll actually be done-ish, right? So I said 25 minutes. I'll be done in 3, and then I can go take the photos of this beautiful plate. And it is very good looking, and it's tasty, I'm sure. I like that CJ guy. I love that song. I love that song. I love that song. I love that song. Oh, and I love my brother's new song. It's Robtober, y'all. I went to YouTube, my brother's YouTube channel, and I heard this song, and I have to play it for y'all, and y'all gotta listen to the lyrics because Mr. Fantastic is in here. Hi. Okay, he's like food celebrity. Thank you for your humor. Thank you for your videos. I was actually thinking about you too this morning. Like, if y'all don't know where to get plant-based food from that comes from black people who made it, check out Mr. Foodtastic, because he makes that. He's not just known for biscuits. He's known for biscuits, but he's actually out here creating products for people to use in their everyday lives. And you can meet him on the internet, of course. But it's still exciting to see. So shout out Mr. Foodtastic. Thank you for popping in, even if it was just a breeze through. We're making chicken wraps, and I'm making them as pretty as possible because I don't know what else to do. I was just explaining to everybody that I've had dozens of years of professional photography experience, and in addition to the composition, I can also educate you on the technology of photography. I don't, and I won't right now, because that's not what we're here for. We're here to make these wraps pretty, and to make them edible, and to take the photos, and to call it a day. I'm still figuring my life out. So this is like therapy. Thanks for being here with me. When I say figuring my life out, it's like, okay, you're a photographer, you're a woman of the world, you're everywhere. People see you, they associate me with events and being at them and knowing where all the cool stuff is. And while I really appreciate that and try to honor that, I don't know everything. And I do know that there are several people who know more. So when I have an opportunity to like share that, I do, right? I don't try to take credit for knowing everything there is to know in the world. So I'm always sharing other people's stuff because I can't be everywhere. I can't get everywhere. And that's really not my goal. My goal, again, is quality. Who's doing the best stuff that's worth your time and attention in the space that I'm in? Oh, back up. Woo, okay. Sorry. Okay. my little contraption that kept my thing in place just came down. So let me put that back. Yeah, I'm ready. I had it. It was so gentle, and I just had disruption. Okay, there we go. So I was actually getting close to being almost done. I think once I put this stuff on here, the shredded Parmesan cheese, I can call it done. I want to put some black pepper on here because something about it just looks so bland. So with the Caesar salad dressing and the black pepper, I think that'll make this really, really pop. But for now, check this gorgeousness out. I mean, it's really, really pretty, and I made that, and it's good. And I'm scared to move it because I think it might fall over, but that's okay. That's okay. I'm still gonna take this outside in the sun and make it look like we're at a barbecue. So I'm sure there's other little hacks that could be used, like, hey, stick some, yeah, let's do that. Stick a cucumber under there, keep it from falling over. I like being smart. Okay. Ooh, I ain't that smart. I ain't gotta get the other side. All right, I'm not going through that. I feel like there's pressure. Who's watching me? Stop watching me. Okay. All right, y'all. So now we have made 4 of our delicious vegan veggie food wraps. Food heroes. Can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see it? I'm gonna do this gently. Oh, we did it. And then we're gonna put the salad dressing dollops on here. And honestly, that's it. That's all. That's really it. And I'm glad, again, thank you to my lovely daughter for asking for this deliciously simple meal. Because other than that, I love complicating things and making people watch me do it. Black pepper. You should have a nice grinder thingy, but I don't have one of those. I used to love, like, grinding fresh peppercorns over my food. Just pretend. Okay, I didn't see that. I saw something fall. Okay, God be with us. God bless the food. Okay. So this doesn't have one of those little squeezy things, which means I just have to be gentle. I have a general knack for food styling. Because I just like things to look good in my life. So it's like a residual talent. I have so many residual talents. They're just all over the place. Hey, like my super talented buddy who just popped up in here. Hey, he's a singer and a photographer and a really, really good one of both. So stylish, just all around cool dude. Good to see you. Now here we go. We're just gonna now take this outside and take beautiful pictures of it. Look at that. This must be the shortest live we've ever done. Are you proud of me? Are you proud of yourselves for being here this long and feeling accomplished in such a short amount of time? 28 minutes. We went from top to bottom in under an hour. And I'm very proud of us because, like I said, typically we are doing all of the cutting, the prepping, the pulling out of the bags. And while I feel like that's content, it's not very useful content, and that's okay. You know, I think that everything I have to do has to be super useful, but I've learned that usefulness is usefulness at the end of the day, and it's okay if you know that something you're doing is not useful. Stop doing it. Okay? All right. So now that we have gotten 28 minutes of your time and attention and shown y'all how to do something legitimately from the top to the bottom, I feel accomplished. Okay? I feel like I can go on with my day and call myself a food blogger. I'm not sure what to call myself. I don't want to necessarily blog because I don't do a hell of a lot of writing. I don't also create video content on a very consistent basis. Like, I was doing it, and it's exhausting, quite honestly. And I like to live and move around, and being a video producer, creator, tends to keep you stationary. So I need a fluid life, which means that I cannot contain myself to any particular label. All right, exploring Urela. You're just gonna be looking for stuff all the time. And if you can get with that, you'll enjoy this experience. If you can't, you won't. So my invitation to you is to freestyle with me and enjoy the experience. I'm not gonna eat this, like I said, because it's chicken, and I don't eat chicken right now. But I do have fish over here that I made, and I have a bunch of vegetables, and I can eat this the same way without the chicken. So Jay, thank you so much. Jay says that looks delicious, and it does. I'm really excited for my daughter to eat it and enjoy it because it's beautiful. Like, it's really, really beautiful, and it's healthy, and it's all stuff that's gonna move through you joyfully. I believe in eating live food because live food keeps you alive, right? All right. Okay, so like I said, that's it. What are we doing this week? What are we doing this weekend? Brooklyn Bank is hosting, the Brooklyn Bank, owned by Jude Bernard, is hosting a real estate brunch, right? The tickets are about $1,000, but you'll have access, and not even but, $1,000, and you'll have access to some really legitimately working high-level real estate professionals who are Black and are willing to give you their expertise in that setting. $1,000 is nothing to ask for that level of information. I won't be there though because I just didn't buy the ticket, right? Not to say that it's not worth it. So this is why I'm promoting it, because I feel like it is definitely worth it if that's your thing. If I felt like it was time for me to start buying real estate, I would go. But I'm not in that space yet. I'm really just trying, like I said, get my life together. Are we taking pictures? Are we not taking pictures? Yes, I'm trying to expand my income streams, but real estate is on the further end of that list of stuff. And I want to respect everybody's time, so I'm not going to ask you anything that I'm not willing to fulfill or follow up on. Therefore, going to an event like that would be strictly for GP and showing, because it's like, hey, it's Brooklyn, I'm supposed to know everything that's going on here, and these guys are quality, I'm gonna tell you that. Stormy, Jude, homeboy who hooked this tenant up with that beautiful story. She ain't paid rent in a couple months, and he did some stuff to help her out. It was really sweet. Can't recall his name, but there's 5 panelists. And to me, the panel is not necessarily the best investment. The best investment is going to be the one-on-ones that you get to have with them at a brunch table. Just breaking bread with people just changes everything. So if you are in that space in Brooklyn, I'm not sure that there's tickets left, but follow Mr. Jude Bernard, or follow the Brooklyn Bank, and you can get those details. That's on the 24th, so that's Sunday. Also happening this weekend, follow Chow, please, Williams, CHAO Williams. Follow Brooklyn Mavens because even if going out is not your thing, they're gonna have the list of stuff to do. Okay, I'm so happy they exist in the world, because you really cannot be everywhere, and you really does not frequent these places enough to know what's happening. So I'm pointing you in the direction of people who do. Follow Chow, he can tell you. Then we have. I know I may be shooting on Sunday, might not be, not sure what I'm doing with that. Yeah, honestly, I haven't been paying attention, because when you know you're not doing stuff, you tend to just not put it on your calendar. Especially after missing a bunch of stuff that I wanted to go to, I just don't feel like it right now. It's just like whatever I happen upon is gonna be it. Now, that's Brooklyn. That's my sharing. That's my everyday BK thing. If you need to know what the Brooklyn Bank is, you can also go back in my videos and see it. I shot the Earn Your Leisure talk when they came, and that was fun. So that was also your first introduction to Jude and the Brooklyn Bank through me. Now, you might know him other ways. That's beautiful. And I encourage you to get to know him as best as you can. So that's from me. Now, every time I get in front of this light, I really do draw a blank on certain things. So if I remember after I've hung up, I will post it in the stories. Stories are getting kind of long these days. I realize that. But you have that and Everyday BK TV page to keep you kind of in line with the stuff that I find that's happening. 333 Lounge every single weekend is karaoke. I believe karaoke on Sundays, and it's definitely football. And throughout the week are a variety of events. So 333 Lounge, check them out, follow them. Rogers Garden, as usual, you know I love them. Follow them. The Lips Cafe, I mean Aunts and Uncles, I mean Beso BK, I mean BK Secret Garden, I mean Peaches, all of them. And there's so many. Black Now Restaurant, Brooklyn, what's it called? Oh damn, the one right next to Black Now. Black Now has 2 locations, by the way. What is this called? Sweet Brooklyn Bar. Definitely check them out. Savvy Bistro, check them out. Cake Boy, check him out. I mean, I could probably run a list of all the black businesses in Brooklyn. I'm working on that. As a matter of fact, please go to my website right now, everydaybk.tv. Click that first button that says Best of BK Foodie Guide Bed-Stuy. That's going to give you all the best restaurants in Bed-Stuy and a map. You're welcome. Those are the kind of things that I'm going to create more of eventually and have for you guys to use and utilize and benefit from, because that's what we do, right? We're here to connect. We're here to connect you with quality and hope that your experience while living in this city is a good one, especially as it pertains to people of color and working with people of color. Oh, shout out Bakery on Bergen. So she's got a campaign in Uniqlo. That's always a good look. Across the street is the Nourish. Then in Queens, you have the Nourish Spot. Shout out Dawn Kelly. But, you know, that's not Brooklyn. But still shout out Dawn Kelly. If you're ever on Guy Brewer Boulevard, I believe she's on Guy Brewer. Oh my gosh. Honestly, just go search the Nourish Spot. Okay? Juice bar, salads, that whole good stuff. And who else? Kokomo, black family owned. Very excited. Haven't been there yet, but definitely want to try it. That's restaurants. Bars, Bed Vine Brew, definitely 10 years in the game. We kind of started at the same time. I'm very, very proud of Rotimi because, like I said, we virtually met in the same year and have been going at the same time and celebrating at the same time. I didn't do anything for my 10th year anniversary because for the whole time I've been feeling like it's been a horrendous struggle. Like, it's been successful, yes, absolutely, but it's also been very hard. So it's kind of hard to celebrate when you're feeling like it's just been just learning, you know, the whole time. So I'll celebrate later. I'll celebrate when I feel like I deserve to celebrate, which is not yet. So, so congratulations on Bed Vine Brew, reaching 10 years. And other bars, black bars, Basquiat's Bottle, Reggie, congratulations to him. And I only say congratulations because if you're still in business after all these years and after COVID, you deserve all the acknowledgement and praise and support that you can possibly muster. So, Basquiat's Bottle, my uncle's spot, Libre Garden 2, Libre Garden 3. Libre Garden is on Fulton. Then we have Rogers Avenue, and then we have Bedford Avenue. So any of those 3 places. One of them is the Brooklyn House of Comedy. So you can go see a comedy show, have good drinks. And if you need a space to do anything personal, check them out. I do know that there are lots of places people are doing things. Atrium 82 BK. Shout out to them. If you have an upscale but intimate event that you want to host in Brooklyn, please check them out. They actually have access to 2 venues. So if you have an intimate one, but then one that has a lot more people, they can accommodate both kinds in the most elaborate and luxurious ways. You just got to see it. Atrium 82 BK. That's for your events. Like, there's a lot of beautiful stuff out here, and I'm really grateful that I know so much of it intimately. Greedy Vegan. Who else? There's a lot. There's a lot. And that's just food. Okay, we haven't gotten into the wellness space. Shout out Life Wellness BK. Everybody on Tompkins. And everywhere else. Fulton Street, Tompkins Ave, Vanderbilt Ave, Fifth Ave. That's where all of the fun stuff is. And as I find more, I'll share more. So for now, I think that's good. I think we've done enough. And I thank you tremendously for spending this time with me, and hope that it's been beneficial for you as well. So I will see you all again next week, and then every day in between, because I'm in the stories, I'm in the posts, I'm fully present, even though every day I'm just like, I'm not doing this again today. And that is going through life without a plan, just seeing whatever happens. So perhaps I'll be more organized next week. Who knows? But you'll see me. Okay? Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. And has this been? Sorry. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. And I'll see y'all next week. Okay? This is for my thumbnails. All right, y'all. Bye. No, it don't happen like that. I gotta click the button.